So here's the 349 tip, okay? And I'm gonna put it in and put the icing in, but I'm gonna show you, I'm gonna cut this tip too to show you how I could have cut it without using the tip. All right, so I've got frosting in there. All right, so pretend I do not have a tip in here. Pretend there's no tip. For demonstration purposes, if you have to cut your own tip, there's two ways you can do it. The easiest way is to squeeze it flat and to cut a little tiny V, like so. And that will give you leaves, exactly like what this tip is going to do. Now I have a tip, so I don't need to cut it. I don't need to do that. But that is how you would cut a tip. Let's see if I can actually get it to, no. So, but I have a tip in here, so I'm going to go ahead and cut that off. But that does the same thing this will do. Okay, so if you don't have a little tiny tip, just do a little tiny cut like I just did. All right. So these guys just peel off the wax paper when you're done. They just pop right, you just pop them right off. Okay, and then you're just going to put them on your part here. And again, I like to have this dry. And then the way you pipe this is the beak. It's like this, okay? And so when you pipe it, it comes out that way and makes a cute little. Okay, so the opening of the beak is to the side. So when I pipe it, just squeeze and pull away. And you are still, you're relaxing as you pull away. Relax the squeeze, but you are still squeezing, and that's what makes the leaf part of it. And you just pop these guys on. So I put a little frosting there. And it takes about, from the size flowers I did, it takes about 12 of them to do 12 for one heart. So, and of course I did extras, so that's about 60. 12 times 6, 72 flowers to do 6 of these. And then I know I need one here and one there. This is going to be a big guy. Okay, now come back and pipe some leaves. Okay. I know you can't see that, but you get the general idea. There. And then when that's dry, it just pops off gently pop it off the wax paper here. Peel it off. Okay, and that's why we have extras in case you break one. They should be pretty strong. Just gently pull it from the base, because the zigzag here is the strongest part of it. If you pull a flower off, you can always pop it back on. Okay, so there we have those. I love these. These have got to be one of my favorite things to do. And as you can see, I actually have 6 of them. What's amazing is I didn't break any. But I have extras just in case. Because I break them too, but they're really pretty and they got a nice curve to them. So we are going to put those on our cake in a second. I want to do something in the center of my cake also. So I have this ball here. And I'm going to use royal icing, and I'm going to attach these flowers to this styrofoam ball. You don't want to set styrofoam directly on your cake, so I actually have a piece of cardboard here somewhere. Or you could use, wax paper. Just don't put styrofoam directly on your cake, because that's not good. Styrofoam is not edible. Well, neither is cardboard, but just enough to pop it up so it's not sitting on the cake. There we go. All right, so we'll glue it on there with a little royal icing. Glued on. And then I'm going to use a little bit of the blue or green. You can use blue or green to cover this ball with, so that, because you don't want to see white through it. I guess you'd want to see green through it, through the flowers, So we're just going to cover this with a little bit of royal icing, and then stick our little stick our flowers on it, our extra flowers. I made a lot of extras. I didn't know how many it would take to cover this ball, so hopefully I've got enough. Like I said, you can make 100 in about 10 minutes. They're really quick. This is what you do with your excess royal icing, by the way. Always, always, always make flowers or petal faces or something with your excess royal. Don't ever throw it out, because these decorations will last forever. You never know when you want just a little bit of an extra something, you know, on your cake, an extra flower here or something. Okay. And it doesn't have to be perfect because we're covering it with flowers. So we're going to start from the bottom. Doesn't really matter where. And just start putting flowers on it. And then we'll fill in any spaces with some green leaves, which I already have the tip in here for that.